name's Anthony Adler. I'm a poet, mostly. I'm also a playwright occasionally, and I've got some other projects on the go as well. But mostly I write poetry, often about film, sometimes about television, also about all sorts of other things. You know, if you read a poem about something that you know and that you have opinions about, then that gives you a way into kind of thinking about the poem as something that might mean something to you. So, you know, people spend a lot of time watching television and watching films and have huge emotional attachments. Think about Lord of the Rings, the number of people who kind of go, oh, that was the film, that was such a big thing, and you can remember who you went with, how old you are, all those things. So when, you know, if you read a poem about that kind of film, about Harry Potter or about whatever, then that takes you back to that place that you were in, you know, when you first saw that film. That's quite interesting.
What are you hoping that people will gain from the workshops that you're doing here today?
Mostly a bit of fun, really. I think poetry does get a bit of a bad rap sometimes as being sort of terribly elitist and inaccessible, and something that sort of certain types of people do in corners, in studies, in libraries, in complete silence. And then there's sort of a lot of chin stroking, and then everyone goes away. And I think that's a real shame. Poetry's just about having fun with words.
And lastly, what do you think the film festival will do for St Albans?
Well, I'd like to think that it would help St Albans celebrate itself. You know, Kubrick lived nearby. I think there was an early pioneer of animation who was based in St Albans. Going back a lot further, the first printing presses in England were based in St Albans at the Abbey. You know, there's been quite a lot of interesting things happening in St Albans if you look closer.